Okay. You can stop. I get it.
Okay. So, again, I'm still working on it, but what do you say?
You want me to be honest?
Totally, of course. I mean, it's just the two of us.
That song is shit in a can.
What?
I thought it was just awful.
I disagree. This song is a huge hit.
A hit? No way, Ruff. Trust me. I know this business. That song sucks. Not even a tampon ad would want to use that song.
You have ads for tampons that are very good.
Hello, welcome to the Quarter 3 live stream on Christmas Eve. Merry Christmas Eve to everyone. This isn't a very Christmas Eve game, but I couldn't come up with any Christmas Eve themed thing. Sorry. So we'll just play this. Let's see. This is a game called The Colonists, as you can see from the screen you're looking at. Oh, okay. My name's Tom Chick. You might not have known that. This is the Quarter 3 live stream I do on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 6 p.m. Pacific. And on Wednesday, I'll be live streaming whatever you guys want me to live stream. So in about an hour, we're going to go to a drawing, and that'll determine what gets live streamed the day after Christmas. Freddie says The Colonists is a board game, too. No, I don't doubt it. No, it's not this one. So the appeal of this, when I first looked at it, I was like, okay, this is awfully generic. Why would anyone play this? And generic is a fair assessment. However, I feel that this game has a different priority than creating a cool, fancy universe with weird, funky resources. And, you know, you're not on Mars trying to build colony domes, and it's not a crazy city builder. It's just logistics, resource management, and I actually think that's a good thing. As far as managing the flow of goods, that's one reason you play a lot of these games. So I want to show you one of the scenarios here. So it comes with, what I got, 10 scenarios, and you can play any one of the maps in a sandbox mode, which just has no victory condition, no prerequisites. You just play. There's no random map generator yet, but I believe it's one of the things that the developers have said that they intend to do. It's gotten good post-release support. It's gotten several patches. It's even added a new resource, charcoal. You can now get charcoal. Dr. Jones on Twitch, by the way, says tonight's stream was brought to you by Carpenter Brute. Dr. Jones, that was not Carpenter Brute. That would be, I think you would call him DJ Uzo. A fellow named Quentin Depew. I think that was the name under which he made music. And let's see, here on YouTube, Fred Uwe, Lord Kosk, Alex Chapman, Alvaro, Christy Gaines. Hi to all of you guys. Merry Christmas to all of you. So we're just going to... Now, so is there any replayability on these, you're wondering? Not really, but what there is optimization. On this scenario, for instance, I met the victory requirement in 2 years and 25 days. If I just shaved 26 days off of it, I would have gotten a gold medal. So if you want, you can do that. There's also, aren't there difficulty levels? And then I think you unlock an elite difficulty level. So the idea is the replayability isn't that things change, it's that you are trying to optimize, given the same setting, the same available resources. You're trying to optimize your way to the victory condition. And that's the whole point of this game, is optimizing the flow of goods. Logistics. If you don't like logistics, and I love logistics, you're in the wrong place. Go play Surviving Mars or City Skylines or one of those great Impressions games. Oh, hold on. We have a cat joining us. Okay, come here, Fatso. If you're allergic to cats, I should let you know there is now a cat in this live stream. All right, come here. Ah! Your claws. All right, there we go. We are now cat enabled. Okay, so what I'm going to do is just jump into here. I thought I could change the difficulty. Where am I not seeing the option to change difficulty levels? Well, at any rate, it's in here somewhere. I'm just too dumb to see where it is right now. I haven't played this in a while. Let's play island hopping. You play little robots. Actually, you don't play the robots. You manage the robots. They arrive on this spaceship. Fredui, I didn't know that... Wait, are there voting shenanigans going on? Look at the cute robot. Alright, right away I'm going to pause so I can show you some stuff. The spacebar pauses. It's one of those games, too, where you might as well always run it on full speed. These are little energy nodes. Robots need energy. Of course, because they're robots. Now, oddly enough, there's food in here, too. Christy Gaines wants to know, are cats default Republicans? Absolutely not, Christy Gaines. Cats are one of the true independent. Generally, an independent is a Republican who's just ashamed to admit it. But cats are actually true independents. This cat here, he didn't vote. I'm very disappointed in him. So your ship has energy on it. It's creating lumber out of its lumber generator and energy at these rates. You can change it. Let's see. Where do you change? Here. I know there was a way to change. You can have the ship focus on lumber or energy as needed. Is it here? We'll figure out that later. Right now, we're just going to let it do its thing. It's making energy. So the basic resource model, I'll just tell you now. Lumber builds buildings. Rock builds advanced buildings. These fish are going to feed. Yeah, these robots eat, believe it or not. They're going to feed the robots. What else do we have here? Salt? Salt is used for more advanced stuff. And energy. Yeah, so, and these right here are the resources. No, here we go. Energy. There's 3 levels of energy. There are trees, logs, stone, planks, bricks, all this stuff. If we go all the way over here, military stuff. Maps are either military or non-military. And a military map, one of the things that I think a lot of folks hate in city builders is, I just want to play a city builder. I don't want to have to build an army and play an RTS. The Colonist does a great job with its military in that the military, the combat, is part of the building. The combat doesn't force you to play a different kind of game. The combat is folded into the same logistics, city building, transportation network stuff as the rest of the game. I really like how they've managed combat. Now, this is not a combat scenario. We're not doing that. Fuel, industry stuff, right. So each of these will tell you what we're making, how much we have. So here I can see I'm making 1/3 of an energy per day, and where'd it go? 1/3 of a lumber. Where am I making those? They come out of my ship right here. You can even see the tooltip. All right, so let's build stuff. I haven't played this in a while. What do I build? Let's start harvesting lumber out of here. So, let's see. Do I remember hotkeys? 3, 4. It's a fishing hut, sheep farm. 4. There we go. Lumberjack hut. All right, here's a lumberjack hut. You can flip it and rotate it. We will put it up here against the trees. We'll just hug it right up against the rocket ship. Now, there's an exclamation point. Why? This game is really good with feedback. No path to the road network. So let's give it one. Here's this little road post here is the start of the road network. And your road network will consist of road posts at regular intervals. Let's see. The road is 1. Is that right? Yeah. And you will see I can have 4 squares or fewer between each road post. So there's our first road, and actually we're just going to go ahead and make a quick get a grid started. Now, I can't build a road from here. What I can do is build a path. What is the hotkey for path? Shadowcat, he doesn't remember. There. So now that exclamation point went away. There's a road and a path. The difference between a road and a path, these nodes, you'll see in a minute, let me just run the time. Roads have carry bots assigned to each stretch of road. This guy's exclusive job is whenever there's a demand created over here, you can have 4 resources piled up at a road post. He's going to carry it from this post to this post. Go ahead and add another road. And then you'll see there's another carry bot who's going to come out here and staff this. So if we needed this lumber or energy over here, they do a kind of a bucket brigade thing to carry it like that. There's Chris Markinson. Hi there. A path has no such carry bot. Instead, the path uses the robot who works at the building. Each building has its own stack bot, which is different from the guy who goes out here and harvests lumber. And he'll carry stuff out to the nearest road post. Who is this guy? Build bot, let's see. Oh, okay, so now we are building this. It requires 2 logs. So, I want to show you something here. If I click here, here is a log. Here are a couple of logs. I've got 3 logs. If I click this place here, there's a demand for 2 logs. The logs that are allocated light up green. This log here and this log here have been allocated to build this lumberjack hut. So if we watch, why is he carrying energy? I guess they want energy as well. Yeah, this energy is allocated for there also. There he goes. Picking 1 log, and you're going to see we now have 1 of the logs. And so it's in progress. The build bot's halfway there. I guess, does this thing use energy? For some reason, they need energy at the lumberjack hut. I forget who. I think a lot of the industry needs energy. And here's this last log. Oh, and look here. It's showing me the path that the log is going to go on. Like, that's the path there. And the build bot's going to finish this up, and we're going to have a lumberjack hut. It's going to make 2 wood per day. And it takes, to make this wood, 1 energy and 1 tree. And they combine to make 2 wood, and it requires this robot. And there he's printing. I think we're printing a lumberjack robot. Yeah, we are now printing. This is our 3D printer. A lumberjack robot who's going to come over here and start that production chain. 1 energy, 1 tree. He makes 2 lumber. Or wood. This wood is being spit out of our mothership. Let's also get some food going. Currently, food is sheep. Where's food? Sheep or fishing huts. Excuse me, I had to cough. The sheep take up too much room. We're not going to grow sheep here. And there is fishing down here, so we're just going to make a fishing hut. So the fishing hut, you can see the blue has to be in water, and the little fish icon has to be in a fish area. So we'll rotate this. Why isn't that working? Tile outside of territory. All right. This shaded area, I can't build outside of it. So to expand it, I need a watchtower. Where's the watchtower? 6 for some reason I want to say. Yes. The watchtower can be built. It can't be built within a certain radius of another building that expands territory. So those little rook icons are where it can be built. And let's go ahead and get just some maximum coverage over here. We'll build our watchtower there, and let's rotate it to where the path can easily, there. And let's draw the path right there, which will get goods to it. And you'll see if we click on it, these are the 4 wood allocated to this watchtower. I'm just going to speed up. Let's see, how do you speed? Is it the number keys? No. Plus minus? No. Plus minus on the keypad? No. X. And once the watchtower is done, we're going to print a little watch robot here that goes and staffs the watchtower. Oh, it needs 8 logs. You'll also see these guys are making lumber. So real quick, I want to make a lumber repository here. Small storage yard. We will put it right here. Oh, the storage yard is going to need stone. So let's actually go ahead and make a stone quarry. Right there. Here we go. Surface mine. Wait. Ah! Hold on. 3. No, residence. Surface mine. Yeah, good. Alright, we're going to move the surface mine up here by this rock. No, that's a residence. How am I getting a residence? Surface mine. There we go. Put him up here, and actually let's go ahead and extend the road up here so we can get some carry bots in on this action. And then we go to the surface mine, which is under 5. There we go. And draw a path there. So this lumber's going there. This guy seems to have his last piece of lumber. And then you'll see we're now going to print this thing here, a guard bot, Darlene. Now we can grow out here. So let's go to food and make a little fishing area. And I think if we play our cards right, we can get a couple of fishing huts going here. Yeah, we'll do that. Now, these can't be built. Why? Because there's no road or path to it. So let's go ahead and extend the road out here. Now, there is no cost for roads or paths. These carry bots don't require energy. Does that connect them? Yeah. So I'm getting messages up here. Construction hut completed. Stone is created. Axebot Eleonora created the first colony stone. These are just little alerts. This right here is my overall efficiency in terms of bottlenecks and whatnot. What is this? Resource delivery. Blocked roads, because roads can clog up if you can only have 4 resources at a road node. We're talking about Book of Demons. I'll go want to watch that. I'll go want to play that. Alright, there's our Fisher bot. What is this guy? He is idle. Oh, right, we're making this right here. It's waiting for stone. And we can even see... and the reason we're not making stone is waiting for energy. Energy, this is currently our only source of energy. Oh, here we go, resource ratio. I'm going to push it over to making energy there. Even still, though, it's only going to make 1 energy per day. It's not right. It looks like half an energy per day. Where do we get energy? Energy comes from residences. And you can also see over here, look, we're short on energy. We're short on stone. Each of these is a type of resource, and it tells me how many we have and how much we're making. We're making 1.4 lumber a day. This is our deficit of stone. The game is really good about showing all this. We've got a surfeit of food because nobody's eating it. Let's get people eating it because a residence eats food, the upgraded residences, which are required to make levels 2 and 3 energy. They require other amenities, but right now we just need food. So let's go ahead and build a residence, and it will turn food into energy. And we'll make our little residential district right down here. Let's get a couple of them going. And flip it just so it's symmetrical. There we go. So, and you'll see in a minute, our stone woes should go away as energy arrives to the stone hut. Look, everybody's sleeping. Why is that? What's going on? So, one of the things I like in this game is it's super good about identifying where the issues are and letting you solve them. So you can look at things like, let's look at this stone right here. If we click on stone, the demand is 100%, the production is 0%. Here's our deficit. You can look at graphs here. Why aren't we making stone? And where's the demand? We click here, we can see the demand. The storage yard needs 1 more stone to be completed. You can even click on the storage yard. It takes 2 stones. It's missing 1 stone. Alright, so we know just by clicking on stone that stone is in demand and it's not being produced. Why is stone not being produced? Well, we come over here and we can see there's an energy deficit. And you can even look here, there are no little energy cubes. Why is there no energy? Well, let's click on energy. 2 energy are being demanded at various places. I think the Lumberjack wants energy as well. Oh, they want water at this residence. We'll get that in a minute. So there's a demand on energy. Where did it go? It's producing 20% of the demand, and it's taking time. That's what this little graph is showing you. We can look here. Where is energy being produced? These residences will produce energy. They're currently not built, and the reason they're not producing energy is they need water. Why is there no water? Let's look under water. Where's the water resource? Water and food. There is no water being produced anywhere because we don't have a well. So, for lack of a well, our residences aren't making energy, which means our stone is not being mined to complete this storage yard, and wood isn't being built because they're not getting energy to complete. Where's the demand for wood? I guess there isn't really one at this point. So we just need a well. So let's go over here. Wells are under 3. I've got the hotkeys picked here. No, 4. Here we go. And a well can go anywhere. I think later there are certain terrains that the well will not fit onto. There, we'll put it right there. And you can see the well just took 1 lumber. It's being built. Alright, so there's 1 water. Where's it going to go? We can click on who's getting the water. Oh, it just went to that house. And their water went to that house. This is the energy. They eat water and food. They make energy 1 per day. This is the little energy module. And it's going to get picked up as soon as it charges. It's like a battery. And we can see the energy. Well, that energy here is going to... Yeah, it's coming up here to the stone area. Alright, so now stone is in production. In a minute, our little production yard will be done. We can even track there's our stone coming to our production yard. Alright, what are we going to do with this production yard? This production yard is going to be where we keep all of our lumber. The lumber is going to be in a nice central location because as we expand outwards, we need lumber. If we run the game for a little while, you'll note, hey, there's no lumber being put there. Nothing's being put there. In fact, there's an exclamation point. What does that mean? You have not set any storage rules. This game is all about, because it's logistics porn, basically, it's all about setting rules for roads and storage and priorities for buildings, consumption. What is that? Oh, there's fish that they're eating. So this storage yard won't do anything until I tell it to do something. So if I click on it and set a rule, I am going to set the rule, and you might see, oh my gosh, there's all of this stuff. It's in alphabetical order. So you just look for logs. Wait, and wood would be planks. There's not wood. We click on logs. We add the rule that now any logs can go here. And you can also set the amount of logs. So this is now going to fill up with lumber. And this is just going to be our lumber storage, because you can see this filled up, and at a certain point, this will hit capacity and they'll stop producing. So this is just going to be our repository of lumber. We've got our water going here. Alright, so we've got a nice stable situation. What is this? Average productivity, where is that being hurt? We can look at our warnings. What are these? Okay, so we're just basically catching up with the resource stuff. Alright, so let's just let it run for a minute. Now, there's no time pressure here. There's also no random events. This is not a game like Northgard, for instance, where I need to keep watching because there's going to be a winter and creatures might attack me. If you set up an equilibrium, for the most part, it will just run smoothly. And we can see there are no negatives. We've got, oh wait, there is a negative energy. What's the problem with energy? Alright, there was a brief dip in our energy. We seem to still be running. We're making 2.5 a day. We need 3 a day. Check this out. And this is again where I like. Why are we making 2.5 a day? Let's look at production. The colony ship is making 0.5 a day. Delbert and Kyung's residences are each making 1 a day. Therefore 2.5 a day. You can click on that. Why do we need 3 per day? You can click on that, or you can hit this tab up. Oh, man! Oh, the game crashed. That was rude. Shadowcat, what happened? It does have an autosave, but let's see how much progress we lost. Shoot a monkey. There are houses, there's our lumber, so we hadn't finished our storage yard. Alright. You can at any point manually save, by the way. Alright, back. Oh, we don't have our well yet. That's what we need. 3, nope, 4. There we go. Alright. Christy Gaines, is there combat in Northgard? I'm sympathetic to Tom's point about making a non-combat build. Christy Gaines, there's totally combat in Northgard. Northgard is an RTS with a survival city building mechanic sort of built over it. I do want to show you guys the combat in this. Before we go, I'll quickly show you the combat in this, because I really like how it doesn't force you to play a different kind of game. Because look, here goes the fish. Alright, this is now, we'll give it a rule for lumber. There, it will now take lumber. And you can even see, since I've got this selected, all these green things, they've basically been allocated to be brought over here. Now, this long path, one of the issues here, is this long path is the only thing, this stack bot is responsible for moving this stuff out here. Does he actually take it to a road node? Oh no, he takes it right there. I see, because if paths connect, he'll actually do the job. So it's not even clogging up one of the road nodes. Now, actually, let's go ahead and build a watchtower out here so we can start expanding. I'll show you guys the map in a minute. I think this is north-south. Alright, so here's our city. We're expanding. There's our rock. Here's our fish. You'll notice these forests are being depleted. Each tree is a tree. A chopped down tree gets converted into lumber with an energy. Eventually these are going to be gone. So one thing I want to do real quick is make a forestry planting service. What do they call it? Oh, forestry. And they will plant trees. And here's another cool thing. Let's put it here. Now, see this? Alert, forestry has no tiles set. What? Let's click on that. We now go to this tab of the forestry building. Now, I can click on... Oh, the exclamation point went away. I could just click on the forestry thing and go to this tab here. This is what tile... Wait, forestry. Yeah, what tiles will be planted with forest? So, I am actually going to designate this... Get a nice square area as forest land, and that way once these get depleted I can build around here neatly. Similarly, I can set these guys and I can tell them what tiles to prioritize chopping down, and let's have them get this stuff first so we can just there. So this will be cleared out by the lumberjacks, and the forestry guys will emphasize building a forest here. And they'll get, it's pretty much a completely renewable resource. Things like stone, salt, these are non-renewable resources until we find an infinite mine, a supply underground. And where might those be? See, we're going over here. By the way, this not something you can mine. It's just basically a map edge. We can't get past here. So let me now show you how this is, I think there are two more scenarios after this. Let me now show you the whole way that this scenario works. This is a map right here. Let's see if I can orient the north-south. It goes like this. All of these are resources I haven't discovered. Now, unfortunately, I think these are fixed every game. I don't think there's any... You know what? Hold that thought. I was going to say I don't think there's any randomness. That might be wrong. This right here has 222 stone left. Eventually, some of these resources, and because this scenario is called island hopping, I'll need to make a harbor and ships and get little naval transport lines. There's even railroads in this game. And explore and hopefully find an infinite source of things like stone and coal, salt, that sort of thing. So right now we just have this stone, and we know that over here there is some resource, and we have to work our way out there with watchtowers. So because roads cost nothing, let's just, oh, look here. You of course can't build through there. So even though a road can only be 4 squares long, but you can just steer it however you like. Let's go ahead and do that. And then, oh shoot, we can't fit the watchtower in there. Is there a way to eyedropper? Yeah, if you control click on something, it eyedroppers it. Dagnabbit. Shoot, I already screwed that up. You can freely tear it. We'll just put the watchtower here. Alright, control click. Rotate the watchtower to fit, I guess, there. And then give it a path so that construction materials can find their way. There. How close are we to? And then right over here basically is the other resource that we haven't found. So this is basically how you explore, is you build watchtowers out. It's also eventually how you fight, is with watchtowers. Christy Gaines says, railroads, I'd like to see that. The railroads are... I'm not convinced that they're useful yet. And maybe it's just because I'm not on an advanced enough scenario. Alright, one thing, and you'll note, we're completely using all of our lumber. That's okay. We've still got an energy shortage. What is going on with energy? The surface mine, which is making rock, is not getting the energy it needs because if you recall, we're only making 2.5 a day, but our potential demand is 3 a day. Right now it's only 1 a day. So let's make another house. I'm control clicking. Make the house is nice and centrally located and put that there. And so that'll then get us 3.5 a day, and actually I'm going to go ahead and put this back down to half lumber, half energy. Because you will note we are fine with food production. Food, we are making 2.7 a day. Oh, actually we're not fine with food production. Why only making 2.7 a day? 1.3 and 1.3. All right, that makes sense. Let's see. Now we can't build a fishing dock here because there's no fish. But what that does mean is I'm going to anticipate we're going to need some sheep after all. And fortunately, there will be room. You know what? Let's just put sheep out here. So a sheep farm is kind of like trees in that you build it and then you have to allocate tiles where the sheep live. Let's do this, and you can be super flexible with where they go. Alright, so we're building that. And you'll see there's the exclamation point because there are no tiles set. And if you click on it, it comes right here. We can either auto place the sheep tiles. I'm actually going to do that right now. And there is where it wants the sheep to live. Now, I've got for a sheep pasture, and I can't cross roads, could be 13 more spaces large. Like I don't have room for all the potential sheep pastures here. So what I'm actually going to do is tear this down. There's no wood in it. And finish up the sheep pasture there. And that'll get us a little bit more. And that'll just have to do for now. We can't get in here. The sand will not support sheep. I guess ultimately we could bend the road around this way. Actually, I think we are going to do that. Because you don't want a suboptimal sheep pasture. There's one thing I've learned. And we can come here, and then we can manually just tell it. There, we're up to 45, 49. Oh, shoot, come on, really? Not there, not there? Oh, shoot. Can't let that last sheep bit of pasture go to waste, so alright. You know what we're going to do, though, actually? The well has this weird little stray square. So we will do that. Let's see. And then our last sheep pasture we'll put right there. And this well we will destroy. And then this will build the well here. Alright, so we've got a sheep pasture, maximum room given to it. It'll then make more food so we can have more residencies, which will give us more energy. Because one of the first things we want... Now, check this out. Look at this tech tree. Look at all these things we can get. We need a workshop for that. So, real quick, I'm going to pause. Let's see. We are low on lumber. This guy is slowing down because of what? Energy. He's not getting enough energy. Once this gets built, they're not getting enough water because we had to rebuild our well. That's okay. And let's go ahead and actually build that storage yard that we destroyed. It's just a little tiny storage yard. Where did it go? 0, 9, 0. We will build that right here. And we will allow... And you'll note, even though I put the template down, it's not built yet, I can still add rules. So this we are going to allow logs and water. Look, sheep everywhere. Sheep meat. Wait, do we have to cook this, or does it just get sent as food? Yeah, it's just meat. Well, the residents just... Yeah, okay, they're just taking meat. They don't need cooked meat. They cook it themselves. So if we look down here at food, food is being met. The demand for food is easily being met. They want 5 point... up to a... Why are we only making 3 a day? What? Sheep farm, 4 a day. Fish. Why is this fishing thing asleep? Idle, because of why? Why are you idle? Fisherbot is sleeping because the outgoing resource queue is full. Right, okay, so she's full of fish. So you know what we're going to do? It's going to be stinky, but it will help us. Make a fish storage yard. Add a rule. Fish. And you will now note there should be, once this gets built, they'll start shuttling the fish over here. There we go, and now she's working again. So now if we look at our food, we are currently making 6.7 a day. Oh, right, okay, I was looking at... There we go, 6.7 a day. The demand tops out at 3 a day. Alright, so energy will be fine. It looks like everything's sort of reaching a level of stability with our sheep. Let's keep expanding out here and see what the other resource is. And you can just build over paths with roads. There's no penalty for roads curving. Wait. Control to set a waypoint. There we go. this right here. It looks like, what is that? Infinite stone, maybe? And then control on that to build a watchtower. Let's flip it there, and then join a path there. Fredui, are those sheeps? Why do robot need sheeps again? Fredui, robots gotta eat. Christy Gaines says they dream. Christy Gaines, was Blade Runner 2 all that bad? I ended up liking it. No, Blade Runner 2049 was excellent. Denis Villeneuve. Okay, look at this. 27% productivity. What? And you can see everyone's sleeping. Why? Let's have a look. Why are you sleeping, Fisherbot? The outgoing resource is full. Because we're full of fish. There aren't enough people eating food. Let's go ahead and build more houses. Build a little bit of a road network first. And the roads lend themselves perfectly to these 4x4 grids. So also we'll build a watchtower out here. Connect the path there. So this will be our little housing district. Control click there to make another house. Rotate actually we'll just rotate it there. And then rotate this one and then flip it because it drives me crazy when the paths aren't even. There we go. So we'll get some more houses going. That'll get us plenty of energy. Now, okay, so here, once you get something stable like this going, here's where you have to kind of mess everything up. We are now going to build 8, yes, a workshop. And that's going to make new tech for us. And look how big, look how fat this workshop's footprint is. Oh. And the workshop's going to eat up a bunch of different kinds of resources based on what we are producing. So let's put it right here. And can we start researching once it's under construction? Let's see, one of the first things we'll want, we want to get to construction 1. No, we can't until it's done. All right. So the house is under construction. Look here. There's a wood deficit. What is going on there? And again, you can, everything is under your fingertips. We have 0 wood stored. The demand is way higher than the production. And this demand, if we look at this graph, this demand is rising here because we just created a bunch of construction. If you're not building things, this is what it looks like, the demand. So it's not like we need to build up our wood production. We just kind of have to ride out this demand spike. We can look to, where is the demand? Well, this watchtower, we click on it, it is waiting for 5 logs. And that's what that red thing. And if we click on the watchtower, as the logs get made, we will see they turn green and they start working their way over towards the watchtower. And you can also see how, let's just click on it, that's the path it's taking. You can see how the carry bots bucket brigade it up here. And there we go. There's no more wood. We're waiting on another wood to be made. You can just, it'll light up green as soon as it's available. We'll see a little wood with a green outline. Oh, there goes one. Wait, we didn't have this selected. Okay, now. 2 more woods. There it is. There's one of them. There's our 7th lumber, and there's our 8th. And just monitoring down here, nothing is on a, there's a little red number that appears on here when there's a deficit of something going. Look at these houses. Why are they asleep? Because the outgoing resource is full, and that is their battery. When they have charged their battery, the lid pops off of it, and now it's ready to be picked up. But there's no place to put batteries. So guess what we're going to do? We're going to make a battery storage yard. rule. Actually, it's called energy. Energy level 1. And just in case, we'll let energies level 2 and 3 go in there. And you'll see... Oh, once it's built, you'll see they'll start picking up these little energy things. There. And then the houses are no longer asleep. They're now eating and they're producing energy, because robots need food. Alright, look at this. If I select a building, one of the ways you control the flow of goods, eventually we're going to get a harbor here. And the harbor is going to shuttle goods to and from another island. The way you control the flow of goods, once you get very specific situations like that, like right now, everything will find will find its way to where it needs to go. I've got plenty of options. Like when you build things this way, there are plenty of paths for goods to take. I might want to connect. I might want to scooch this down and make a connection along here somewhere. We'll see. But eventually, these road outposts, the same rules that you can set in storage, you can also set at a road outpost. What goods are allowed to pass through this road outpost? And whenever you select a building, it highlights the two road outputs, the two road outputs or outposts on either side of its stretch of road. So if I select this building, this road output, and this are the relevant ones, outposts, I keep calling them outputs, because the path connects to this stretch of road. So if I want to control where this energy goes, I set rules here and here. And this is the road post transport rules. You can blacklist things that are not allowed to get through. You can whitelist things that are allowed to get through. Oh, I guess you could blacklist everything and then whitelist a specific thing. Or you can stop one specific thing from going through. Oh, wait, what is this? Blacklist resource. Blacklist resources excluding storage. Oh, right, so you can let them go through to storage, just not for production. Whitelist. So all of this stuff right here, if you don't care about any of this, if you don't want to manage the flow of goods the same way that like a circulatory system might work in a human body, then this game might not be for you. But if that's something that you really like in a city builder, in a resource management game, this logistics flow of goods, the Colonists it's what it's all about. And right now, all of this is very straightforward, very simple. I'm going to save the game and then show you guys real quickly. I've already got a 7 going. Let's see. We'll put it 7-2-1. Let me show you guys a slightly more advanced game so you can see how it all kind of turns out. How far along am I in these? Let's see what this looks like. Alright, this is a military scenario, is that right? Yeah, okay. So this is a military scenario. Here's my rocket. There is their rocket. I have got here, so I've got a source of stone here, stone there. So I've basically built outwards to make sure to get stone because there was none over here. These are orchards. They make apple juice, which an upgraded resource needs to make level 2 energy. Got a diet of fish going. This is a harbor or a boatyard being underway. Here's a harbor because there's all these islands out here. And I don't know if the AI has gotten out there. Oh, as a matter of fact, no, this ends up... One of the things that you set on a military mission is the aggressiveness of the AI. And then it stores whether or not you beat it at different aggressions. So here is our border. And rather than me building armies and marching them over here and managing them, all fighting is done from watchtowers. Watchtowers are your combat units, and they're things that you build. Now, a watchtower in and of itself doesn't do anything. It just pushes these borders along. And if you recall, if I control-click here, I can't build another watchtower here because there's a limited radius around a watchtower where you can build another one. Like, see these two little rook icons? I can't build it in water. Could build one here. Once you build a watchtower, you can't build another one within a certain radius. So I could build one here. So the AI and I are both at a standoff here in that I can't just put a watchtower here and keep driving back the border. Actually, it looks like... Oh, no, here's his watchtower. And he can't put one here. So we're at an impasse. And neither of us can build armies to march over and fight each other. So what do? How does a war get fought now that we've established a border? How do we mess up this equilibrium, this border evenly split between our two watchtowers? Here is where you get a military going. There's a whole military tree. I'm about to finish researching arrows. Once I do that, arrows are now part of the resource chain. And actually, let's just go ahead and run the game for a little bit. Hope I have everything kind of set up smoothly. I can look here. There's obviously an issue with lumber. Who needs lumber? The workshop, which is doing the research for arrows, needs planks. And planks are, oh, in the boatyard as well. Lumber gets harvested and then it gets sent to a sawmill. Where's my sawmill? And then the sawmill spits out planks. So I could actually... These are the places that need planks. There's the workshop. I just got it. Now, if I want to make sure that planks first go to the workshop, which I do, I can click the workshop and press the hotkey P. Wait, why isn't that working? Or does it hold down P and click it? There, hold down P and click it. That little star means all lumber has a priority there. I can also press this button here. So we want to make sure it gets its planks, because whenever you research something, you'll see it has a cost. Why do they need planks? They just need regular lumber. What's going on there? Is it not built yet? I think it's not... Oh, because I'm researching mining. Where are the planks? Oh, I have two workshops. All right. Here's the other workshop. Is this go to? Yeah. All right, that one I want to deprioritize. Let's go to the other workshop. This one, oh yeah, it's a level 2 workshop, right. This needs level 3 energy. That's the issue. And level 3 energy will come from an advanced house. Where's my level 3 energy? If I click here. Oh, I'm not making any level 3 energy. That's what's going on, is I can't finish arrows until I upgrade my houses to level 3. What do I need to do that? Construction, I'm just going to start upgrading. Now, what are they going to want at level 3? We'll find out in a minute. Here are our shortages. I think level 2 wants apple cider. Forget what level 3 wants. Oh, there we go. We are getting level 3 energy from somewhere. Why did I think we weren't? No, we're not. Oh, I see. They're just using the lumber as it arrives. No, they're getting level 3 energy from somewhere. Where am I making level... Oh, that's 3 per day, level 2. Dadgummit, I'm an idiot. Alright. I actually want to cancel that upgrade. There we go. Alright, and once we're about to have arrows researched. There. We now have arrows. We can make arrows, and it's telling me too my workshop is idle. We can make arrows to send to this watchtower, at which point it will start attacking this watchtower. And the attack is based on how effectively, how efficiently we can set up an arrow pipeline. Now let's see, where are arrows? Hides, leather, paper, tools, there's fuel, military. Arrows, we are not making any. Where do we make arrows? Let's go to the military tab. Blacksmith? They make tools. There's the mill. A Fletcher, of course. Do I have a Fletcher? I probably don't. Okay, so we will build a Fletcher. And the Fletcher is going to require planks and stone. That's okay. We'll build the Fletcher up here. And then the Fletcher is going to require logs to make arrows. And you will note, is there a demand or do we have to upgrade this? Yeah, if we upgrade this, and we had to learn arrow technology, then it will start being able to use arrows. All right, so we're building our Fletcher. This upgrade here is waiting on planks. Planks seems to be our bottleneck at this point. Let's look at what is our plank situation. Who is making planks and why are they terrible? Letty's Sawmill. Looks like they're going as fast as they can. Yeah, so they're waiting on, like the lumber's coming in, it's just coming in slowly. Oh, I know. This is my only place for lumber, because I basically denuded the rest of the forests. So I've got here a couple of lumberjacks. Is this a lumberjack? Yeah, this forestry is planting things as quickly as the lumberjacks can cut it down. Alright, our Fletcher is now finished. And we can see it is waiting for lumber. It is now building arrows. Why are there planks? Oh, the planks are coming over here to upgrade the watchtower. We still need 7 more planks. Things kind of grind to a halt while this is waiting on... Yeah, waiting on resources. They're waiting on their lumber. These guys need planks. I guess I could prioritize this. Oh, now it's prioritized. So all planks are devoted to over here. Christy Gaines, Thomas Promise Combat. We're about to see how combat works in this game. And this is all the military scenarios work this way. Now, all of this over here is public. We can look at how well they're doing. Like we can see, do they have a Fletcher? And I know that Fletchers look like these little huts here. Actually, do I get tooltips? Like, can I click on them? Yeah, I can't see inside their stuff, which makes sense. But I just know by looking, they don't have a Fletcher. They do have a level 2 workshop, so they could be researching combat and Fletchers. Also, under military stuff, you can make your buildings more effectively repaired. They can take less damage. You can upgrade your arrows. Eventually, they turn into cannons. We're waiting on 5 more planks. Here comes one of them. And again, we can see the bottleneck for planks is this sawmill is simply not getting wood quickly enough. Because this forestry isn't planting trees quickly enough for these 3 lumberjacks. I guess I should probably build another forestry. Alright, this is almost done. Our Fletcher, you will notice, has stopped producing because the outgoing resource queue is full. So we'll actually go ahead and get started this whole thing. Because we want to make sure there's plenty of arrows available. Let's build that, and then we will add rules to allow arrows. There. And once this is built, arrows will get stocked up here. Alright, so here we go. Check this out. This now is a watchtower, level 2, which can shoot arrows. And I think until it gets arrows, let me just deprioritize it. What is this saying? There are 2 targets in range. Is it supposed to show me what the targets are? I guess once I have arrows. Okay, here come some arrows. There we go. It's loading up arrows. Boom! So, here is combat. Combat is between buildings. There's no armies that march around. You build something and it automatically does the combat. This building took 10 points of damage from the arrows. And you'll note he's waiting for more arrows. And they're stacking up. And I'm running at super speed, by the way. If you were to slow it down to the normal speed, and I don't feel there's really any reason. Now you'll note this is getting repaired, but not as quickly as I'm knocking it down. He's got plenty of arrows here. It just takes him a little bit of time, and as you upgrade the arrows, they, I think, do more damage. They cycle more quickly. Here's the lumber for repairing it. Now he's got 2 targets in sight. How would I change his targets? There we go. That's what I'm looking for. So when you click on a watchtower, these are the 2 things that can attack. Watchtowers fight watchtowers. These are the 2 watchtowers that can engage this one, and vice versa. I think I can tell him. Yeah, change target, if I want him to work on this. Now, once he destroys this watchtower, I can then capture it. This border goes away, and I can build roads up to it and capture it if I can get there before he can push forward with another watchtower. But while I'm capturing it, I can then be attacking this watchtower. I can furthermore maybe build another watchtower up here. So I'm just going to run it super fast. He still does not have arrows. I'd be able to see his arrows. I think I might have this on like the casual aggression level. Now this stuff is pretty much going on its own. If I was to go away and manage my economy, which I could totally do, I would get messages when things change up here. So I could be over here making another forestry, which I should probably go ahead and do. Where's room for it? And this forestry, we will have it plant. Not a lot of room for the forest up here. Here, also plant back in here. What else do I want you to plant? Plant. Alright, and it can't plant on sand, you will notice. Alright. So, if we want to go back and see how this is doing. Oh, we can speed up. Still no arrows provided, so he's not going to be shooting back. So if he were, if this were, oh god, did it lock up or it's auto-saving? Oh, no, it's paused. If this were me fighting against a reasonably challenging AI, it would be all about who can most efficiently repair and supply arrows to their buildings. And they eventually get upgraded to cannons. Now, you'll note he is upgrading. What's happened with my arrow supply? All right, my Fletchery is waiting for logs. Let's prioritize it. Which is all getting back down to the fact that I'm not planting trees quickly enough. Is there another supply of trees? There does not seem to be. I'm on this peninsula here. And I think, was I working on boats? Is that fishing? What is that? That is a... Wait. A pier. And here's a boatyard. Did I have a boat exploring? I guess I just haven't built a boat yet. These are the... Yeah, there's a boatyard. Alright. Why haven't I built a boat? I don't know. Eventually you build a boat, you sail around. Alright. Mining complete. We've researched that, so mining happens more quickly. Let's see about boosting arrows. We need a higher level workshop. Alright. This workshop can boost our arrows, and it's going to take tools. Am I making tools? I might not be making tools. That requires coal, iron ore, and a blacksmith. I don't know if I have those. Oh, I can look down here. Tools. I am not making... Yeah, I don't have a blacksmith yet. Alright, so that's just going to lock up research there. I should probably cancel that. And I don't think I have a supply of... Yeah, I've got plenty of stone, but I don't have any iron or coal to make a blacksmith to make advanced arrows. And I'm guessing if I were to sail around and find them in these places, I could get that. But let's just see if we can do it with our arrow production. Yeah, see, he's starting to repair more quickly than we can tear it down. So you might think, well, this isn't a military game. You're not marching armies. This is dumb. It's just a matter of getting lumber to your Fletcher so it can get arrows to your tower. And yeah, that's absolutely right. You can see all these Z's? He's got serious production bottlenecks going where these buildings are all idle. And it looks like, you can actually look physically, nobody is taking the batteries here, so he's not running. He's got either plenty of energy or nothing needs energy. Nobody is, what is all this? His sawmill is full up, must be nice, he's got these trees. It looks like his stone quarry is full up. His cider is full up. So he's maxed out, is he not? And I can't tell out here what he's doing, because I haven't seen out here. I could send a boat around there. Let's see if our wood is working any more efficiently. Yeah, okay, we're getting a bit of a forest going here. That's good. Now that we've got 2 forestries. And no red things here. There's no deficits. We have idle workshops going, but I don't really have anything I want to research at this point. So we're prioritizing that all the lumber goes to the Fletchery. He's sleeping because, as you can see, they're waiting for resources. And hopefully once we take this, then we can start getting this lumber to feed our Fletchery. Fredu, it's weird to see robots firing arrows. Joel, how is there a special robot type that does repairs, or is it the signpost robot that does that? Joel, how, that is a good question. There are repair bots. Oh no, that's a guard bot. Who's that? So Bertha is the guard bot. You know what, Joel? It looks like each building, does it have its own guard bot? Does each building have its own repair bot? There's a carry bot. There's a stack bot. Because, Joel, I never built a dedicated repair building. So I don't know. Is that a repair bot? No, there's a lumber bot. It's a good question, Joel. I've never had to build anything to make repairs. Guardbot was printed. It tells you the lifespan. You can change the name of things if you want. Which doesn't matter that much because they don't like die or do anything notable. They're just cogs in a machine. Yeah, and this is a very primitive economy because I don't have any blacksmith going. And I don't have the 3rd tier energy because I don't need it for anything. Oh, I am, just in anticipation of coming out here. Let's extend the road. Because once this is down to 0 hit points, we want to send our dudes there to take it over. There we go. We got plenty of lumber for the repairs, but they can't repair as quickly as we can attack. Oh, it's almost dead. And I think once he kills this, he will automatically start attacking this one. 1 or 2 more volleys. Yep. There we go. So, you'll note, he lost this. It's still there. Alert, building has no path to road network. Because now this is in our territory. If we build this, it'll push this back. These buildings that are no longer in our territory are going to start burning down. we can build paths to them and claim them. So let's see what we can get. Now, it's a bit of an issue because these trees are in the way. Maybe if we come around over here. Shoot. We'll build a path out here. I don't know that we can physically get around to the path without cutting down these trees. Which, weirdly enough, I think I'm going to have to build a lumberjack over here. Yeah, now it's... Oh, I think it's out of range. That's why it's red. Or is it? One injury. Yeah, now it's attacking this one. Right. Alright, so that's done. We can just raise it, which we will do. We can't destroy that yet. Alright, let's raise this. Alright, so I need to get around here. Can I get through here? I don't think I can. Oh, this is really annoying. Alright, well, once this lumberjack hut is done, we're going to tell him to put a priority on these trees here. Shoot, are we going to lose this? Oh, you know what? I have to pause real quick. Hold on, I just had a cat issue. Stand by. I will be right back. Hold on. I know. Come here, buddy. It's okay. Alright. Sorry about that. I have a super old cat who, before I found him in the neighborhood, got hit by a car and his tail doesn't work. And as he gets older, he's basically incontinent. So I have to, whenever I'm holding him, he has to sit on a blanket. He cannot help himself. So, yeah, we had a cat incident. Alright, let's see. Oh, McMaster just gave me 500. I think they're called bits. Gave me 500 bits. Thank you so much. Let's see. Did I get it all? Yeah. Yeah, which is really, I love the little guy, and he doesn't. I mean, I basically have a plastic undersheet. Well, I don't. You guys don't need to hear this. All right. At any rate, so sorry, cat management. We are back. We should do a drawing for Request Wednesday. So you guys have seen now the way this works. So I basically now have to. Oh, there we go. Look how quick that lumberjack worked. Good on you. It's a bit convoluted, but we can tidy it up later. We want to make sure to grab this before it collapses. And presumably someone is going to, yeah, here's lumber being brought to it. It's got 8 points, 7 points. Come on. Come on, when you bots get it. 5 points. This is going to be close. Yeah, there we go. Now. Oh, come on. Are they not repairing it? Yeah, there they go. We barely got it. As long as we can keep lumber coming to it, which I think we can. Yeah, it's like it catches fire. And then we'll be able to upgrade it, and it will attack. Once we can hit their colony ship, we'll win the game. Right. Excuse me a moment. I'm going to enjoy a delicious vanilla wafer. I'll mute myself so you don't have to listen to me chew. Alright, I'm back. And as you can see, this is getting trounced by this tower back here. We'll upgrade this one. So this is how combat works. The same way that doing everything else in the game works, which is what I like about it. That's one of the issues that a lot of city builders and resource management games have. How do we keep combat from being a separate game that annoys the player? And I feel the Colonists has addressed that very nicely. And let's upgrade this, which might take a little bit, but this is going to get torn down and we can easily build a road there. Let's actually rejigger this road network. Alright, look at this. See this weird little thing here? There'd been a building or something here. You can actually, and I kind of wish it would automatic, you can even out these weird things with a separate button. They happen sometimes because of buildings, and when the building goes away, you might think, oh, this is so annoying, I can't build anything here. Just use this little button here, a little leveling tool. Joel, how? This is interesting. Obviously, you'd want to keep your most important resource buildings away from the border if possible, but that means a longer route for resources to get to the front. Also, Joel, how part of what's going on here, B-click, is this particular scenario, I think, is all about work your way through this bottleneck to fight the other guy. Because you start here, he starts there, you're on a limited peninsula. I don't really know what he's got over here. We haven't sailed a ship over there. but I'm actually about to win this scenario without having to set out to sea and get other resources. Oh yeah, look, there's a whole island up here. Because I'm almost positive it's on casual. I think I've finished this scenario if I'm not mistaken. And this is just an earlier load. So if you weren't playing on casual, you would need to sort of set up a line of defense, an equilibrium here, where once he starts attacking you, you're repairing as quickly as you can attack, and whichever one of you, does he have any iron or coal? I'm assuming we would each have to get off the island to find iron and coal. Oh, look at this. He's got something down this way that I don't have a connection to. Whichever one of you starts finding iron and coal for tools, for cannons, for military upgrades, you could start pushing the front. This is almost upgraded, at which point it will start shooting arrows as well. Oh, because I pushed my territory onto his ship. So here's his stuff, but once I push my territory onto his ship, it's my ship. So I've won. I can now continue playing if I want. How did that happen? Did he have another watchtower over here that I killed? I don't know. I can continue playing, but the point is, from the main menu, the military scenarios, I think, also have... Is it a deadline for... Oh, I see. Best time. So there's casual, there's normal. I thought there was like a harder level to unlock. Or maybe I'm just thinking of the fact that on... Oh, I know. On military ones you can start... And that was casual. I haven't done this on normal. And that just determines their aggression. On these, I think you can only play on normal, but you try to get a gold, silver, or bronze star based on how quickly you meet the objectives. Island hopping, I don't even know what this one's called. Maybe this is where the railroads come in handy. And you might look at this and think, well, that's not very many scenarios, and you're kind of right. It does leave you with the sandbox here. With any existing map, you can set parameters. Things free construction, I mean, I guess... Yeah, it looks like you can play it the way that it's designed, or... Hostile environment. What's mission 11? Work in progress. What's going on there? Fredui. Mission completed, just like Syria. Oh, Joel Howell, exactly. He says, once you lose the watchtower section, it seems like your economy would be disrupted. It would be hard to recover. Yeah, exactly, Joel Howell. This might be something they added in the patch. Whoa. Yeah, I don't think I've seen that. I'm guessing either there's no water here, or, although it does look like it, or is it one big island? Looks like it might be one big island and you can go around it. Who knows? And everything in this game is buildings. Well, I say everything. Boats let you explore around in water, but otherwise it's not like I can send a scout to walk over here and check things out. I build watchtowers out there. And watchtowers, the buildings are how you explore, except for the boat. The boat is an actual unit that you click on to move. Once you get it somewhere, you can build a harbor and you can make it shuttle goods between two harbors. But everything in this game is about the logistics, the flow of goods, and even the military stuff. It's all done through buildings. And although I would grant that it does not have the personality of something, of most other city builders, although that is a cute little robot. Look at the guy. Yeah, it does not have a lot of personality. I think it's got gameplay, or it counts, as far as giving you the tools to manage logistics. Oh, I was even going to show you... Okay, I'm going to show you just a couple more quick things. One more quick thing, and then we'll go to the drawing for Request Wednesday. Let's see, where's something that... humming along sounds like something where I've got a largish economy going. I think this is in Unity, too. Cows. Oh, yeah, good lord. Okay, so this is definitely humming along. All right, so we could see, too, I've got priority on Dave's Bakery for some reason. What are these? Luxury foods, urgently needed. They're not getting their luxury foods. We can see down here, 10 luxury foods, urgently needed. We can click on this. Where are the luxury foods needed? Sadie's restaurant residents, Arlene's, Kayling's, Catherine's. These people are not getting their luxury foods. We can click on her. Yep, nope, not getting luxury foods. Where's it being produced? Damon's Bakery and Dave's Bakery. Damon's Bakery is sleeping. It should be making 4 a day. What's going on? Why are they sleeping? They're waiting for resources. What resource? Flour. Let's click on flour. Here's the little flour readout. Bernadette's Flour Mill, not producing flour. Why? Let's click on it and find out. Waiting for resources. What is she not getting? Wheat. Let's click on the wheat icon. Why are these wheat farms asleep? No wheat fields have been created. Like, it's a timed thing. So the wheat builds up over time. So obviously wheat is causing a bottleneck at bakeries, which is meaning the advanced houses aren't getting fed in this nice neighborhood over here, which means they're not making level 3 energy, which doesn't seem to be an issue because it looks like I don't need level 3 energy in many places. Okay, the workshops can use it, and I've got a couple of advanced mines that could use it. Yeah, so all of these graphics, and you can see how easy we're wheat fields. I just click on, well, not right there. There, yeah, I can click on that and bring up the chart on wheat. For the chart on wheat, I can click on that and see who needs the wheat. You know, I can click here to see who's making the wheat, how much wheat they're making, whether or not they're asleep or actually working. I can click here, and this gives me a list of all the places that have transportation rules about wheat. Here are all of the wheats that I have and where they are. 10 of them are at Jefferson Small Storage Yard. 3 of them at its wheat farm. What else? Information. Yeah, I can read about wheat. Plus, check this out. Transportation priorities. If I'm getting transportation bottlenecks, I can move these up and down a list to make sure that the carry bots focus on one thing over another. And that's in addition to specific rules at each road outpost. This right here, construction priorities, what gets built first. Buildings, here's a whole list of buildings. I might want to be like, where are my sawmills? There's one, there's the other. And it calls up information about the sawmill. How well is it doing in production? Yeah, it has 4 logs in queue. It has 8 planks waiting to be carried out. Oh yeah, export whitelist. I can determine only send planks to certain buildings. Like only send planks, dumb residents. Only send planks to say, who needs? I guess everyone needs planks for construction. But you might want to do that for say a stone quarry that you only want to provide a stone storage yard out where you're about to expand. Like you only want it to send its stone there. And if you want to specify the route, you just use the road posts along the way. There's the tech tree, which basically unlocks different kinds of resources. It improves buildings. It improves the different roads you can make. It improves the rate at which stuff is planted and grown. What else do we have here? This is the map. You saw that. Like a lot of times I'll play a city builder like this and wish for certain interface doodads. Like how can I easily find a sawmill? Here, I just go here. Well, it's already at sawmills. Here, I just click on buildings. It's alphabetical order. Come down to sawmills. I can see I've got 2 of them. That'll take me to one. That'll take me to the other. Sawmills. Boop. Boop. There they are. Why isn't bread being made? Super easy. Just come down here to the resources. Click on that. Actually, luxury. There's no such thing as bread. I guess that's what luxury foods are. I click on this. There's its production and demand, and I can look at little graphs about it. What is this? Show current production versus potential production, current demand versus potential demand, right? If everything's running Where are the breads that I have? Where are they located? Well, I don't have any. This number, what's the supply and demand? Like, what's the overall balance for how I'm doing? So I just love all the tools this game gives you to manage all this stuff. Let's see. Joel Howe from the latest patch notes. Endless sandbox mode. Buy and sell resources to the spaceport building. Increase your trader reputation and create ongoing colonies in sandbox mode. What? Hold on a minute. Isn't that just where you play endless mode on a map? Or is that... Yeah, you pick a map. Okay, that's what I was looking at before. So, for instance, what's the one I was showing you guys? Is it island hopping? Valley? What was the military one? And can you actually make it where they're AI players? Right, casual or normal aggression. If there are AI players, you fight them. So the spaceport thing I haven't seen. I guess it's... What do you buy and sell resources for? Warning, you only have 8 trees left. Plant more at the forestry. Or, alternatively, grow out here. Yeah, and I think this is the valley that leads up to where the other AI player would start. So let's see, what's this about a spaceport? Here's the railroads, by the way. Railroad track, train station, boatyard, spaceport. I can build it right off with just stone. What does it do? Allows you to sell resources. But sell for what? Oh, look, they've added dollars, space bucks in here. Reputation levels. This looks kind of cool. A whole new marketplace. This panels list how much money your current trader population and resource prices. Trader reputation points are gained by buying and selling. Gain enough points and your trader reputation will increase, allowing you to build another spaceport. Purchasing resources incurs a 50% commission to deliver it to your chosen spaceport. So these are new. Right, so here's your income. And what is this? Oh, and that's just a market button. And I guess there's no objective, right? The advisor gives you little tasks you can set, which can be helpful if you don't know what you're doing. Create fuel. I don't recall fuel being... Fuel's needed. It can be coal. Charcoal. Charcoal's a fuel. Coal is a fuel. Okay. Charcoal is also a resource that they added in one of the patches. So do they have the monuments in here? Because there are monuments that are game win states. Yeah, these bring your colony glory. I think there's no reason to make these unless they're a victory condition. And otherwise, let's see, all the other buildings look familiar. Oh, right. Printing, like books, I think is one of the upgraded things that the higher levels of population want. Yeah, everything else looks the same. I wonder if there's any scoring or anything here. Or you just keep playing until you hit a... Is there a fail state? Huh. I guess you could put an AI on it. And does the AI always start in the same place? I don't know. All right, let's go to Request Wednesday. Excuse me. Let's come on over here to look at the Request Wednesday document in randomnumbergenerator.com. Excuse me, randomresult.com. All right, we have Hitman 2, McMaster voting for that. Basically sneak around and learn patrol. Someone described this as, I think it was one of the developers, this idea that there is a working, I forgot how he put it, almost like a constellation, but this idea that there's just stuff going on and you insert yourself into the activity and eventually learn how to influence it to reach your mark and kill him. But it requires a lot of patience. And I'm not sure I have the patience, because the patience is often based around parsing scripted behaviors. I'm not sure I care to learn that. I haven't heard much good about this to make me want to play it. We'll see if I get sound, because I had a review build of it for the longest time that was completely quiet. What is that? Left Empty, have you really not seen enough of that? Okay. Lost Technology. Fred Uwe, what is Lost Technology? Store, Steam. Lost Technology. What? Simulation game in which over 100 characters comprising a total of 12 different factions battle to conquer each other's territory. This looks awesome. The faction chosen at the beginning determines the conversation. What? Look at this. Looks like there's a lot of JRPG in it, though. Look at this big old epic map. Who made it? Studio 4D. The creators, I can't quite tell. Either a bunch of stuff or they're a publisher. Wow, okay. Joel Howe voting for Project Hospital, which is the one I definitely prefer. Joel Howe, thank you. Vagante, Alex Chapman has voted for this or mentioned it before. Let's look it up. Sounds like a 2D pixel roguelike, like pixel art roguelike. Yep, I called it. Action-packed platformer. Oh, I've played 0.4 hours of this. Looks suitably atmospheric. Why did I only play 0.4 hours? Is it early access? Is that why? No, it's an actual thing. All right. Vagante, Yakuza 0, Soren Hoagland. I just don't get y'all's obsession with Yakuza. Parkitect, a very, very good roller coaster tycoon. Very narrative game, Return of the Obra Dinn. Actually, I put that in there. That was a fake vote. Moonlighter. What? Let me guess. You run a shop for JRPG characters. Action RPG with roguelike elements demonstrates two sides of the coin. Everyday routines of Will, an adventurous shopkeeper. Yeah, I must have played this or looked at it before. Let's see. Nope, no played time. This is new to me. Came out in May. Looks very cute, pixel arty. I do like running shops, like running a business. Looks like it's got little discrete arenas like Binding of Isaac that you fight through. All right. Ashen. Duck Helmet seems to think that I'm going to buy a game on the Epic Megastores game. The Long Dark, Chris Hornbostel. Yep, absolutely. Below, Lord Kosk. If you guys want to peer at a little tiny dude on a screen, I do love the soundtrack for Below. If I live stream Below, I probably will not turn off the music, which is not something that I can say very often. So let's go to randomresult.com. Let's choose a number between 1 and 14. On Wednesday, I will be live streaming Vagante. Vagant? Whatever this is. Joel Howe. Lost Technology looks great, and it's super cheap. I'd never heard of it. Yeah, Freddie, I'd never heard of it either. That looks really intriguing. Huh. All right, come on back the day after Christmas. Let's take a look at Vagante. Thank you guys for putting up with my Tom-splaining for the Colonists. A game that I really like, but I can see how some folks might not. You have to be into logistics. You have to care about that. I think you have to care about logistics management over and above personality. Speaking of which, isn't there a game called like Logistics or Logistica or what is that silly thing? Logistica? Hold on. Logistical. Like California. Logistical. Yeah, that's something that I haven't. I dinked around with it and thought, okay, this needs some work. I can see it being intriguing, but never mind that stuff. We'll play a roguelike on Wednesday. Vagante, come on back for that. Merry Christmas Eve to all of you. Have a Merry Christmas tomorrow. I hope you get lots of fun things. and we will see you guys the day after Christmas. Cheers.
You can stop. I get it.
Okay. So again, I'm still working on it, but what do you say?
You want me to be honest?
Totally, of course. I mean, it's just the two of us.
That song is shit in a can.
What?
I thought it was just awful.
I disagree. This song is a huge hit.
A hit? No way, Ruff. Trust me. I know this business. That song sucks. Not even a tampon ad would want to use that song.
You have ads for tampons that are very good.